chimereTrielle here. Welcome back to my channel. And today we are going to be talking about the holy grail of my weight loss journey, and that is intermittent fasting and how I used intermittent fasting to lose 20 pounds in 30 days. So if you're interested, keep on watching. So I briefly mentioned intermittent fasting in my previous video on how I lost 20 pounds in 30 days, which if you haven't seen that video right here, I will link it down in the description box so you can watch that video after this one. So if you're new to intermittent fasting or have never heard of intermittent fasting, in a nutshell, it's basically when you are fasting for a specific period of time in a 24-hour period and you are eating within a certain period of time. Intermittent fasting is not specific on what you eat per se, but when you eat it. I have a pretty normal diet. I can say that I follow a pescatarian diet for the most part, but I will incorporate some chicken or some grass-fed beef sometimes into my diet. Outside of the fact that intermittent fasting is so good for weight loss, let me just talk briefly about some of the other benefits of intermittent fasting. So intermittent fasting is good for the brain. It's going to help improve various metabolic functions. For example, reducing oxidative stress, reducing inflammation in the body, and lowering insulin levels. So if you or someone you know is suffering from, let's say, type 2 diabetes, I really would recommend giving intermittent fasting a try to see if it helps you with those ailments. On the other hand, intermittent fasting is a great way to help with weight loss and reduce body fat. It's going to help enhance hormone function, which will then help to facilitate weight loss. You have lower insulin levels, higher growth hormone levels, and increased levels of norepinephrine, which basically helps to mobilize the brain and the body for action. All of this together will help increase the breakdown of body fat and facilitate its use for energy. When you fast, your body adjusts hormone levels, which makes stored fat more accessible. Short-term fasting helps to increase your metabolic rate while also boosting metabolism, while you're also eating fewer calories since your time to eat is restricted, thus you're losing weight. So guys, I just wanted to insert this clip really quickly here so you can see some of the other benefits of intermittent fasting. So when I started intermittent fasting, I started on the 16-8 window, which is when you fast for 16 hours and you have an 8-hour window of eating. So I fasted from 8 p.m. one day to 12 p.m. the next day, and 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. was the eating window that I gave myself. If you're a person, let's say that you skip breakfast, you might already be intermittent fasting. Let's just say you consumed your last snack or your last meal at 8 p.m. You wake up the next day, you're getting ready for work, you skip breakfast, you have lunch at 12 o'clock. You're intermittent fasting. So I started out on the 16-8 schedule, and on March 3rd, 2020, I took this picture of myself here, weighing in at 166 pounds. And within the first week of following that 16-8 schedule, I lost 4 pounds. It didn't take me a long time to realize that the 16-8 schedule was really easy for me. So the next week, I decided to up to 18-6. So I fasted for 18 hours and I had a 6-hour window of eating. Now, if you're new to intermittent fasting and you cannot even see yourself trying to go an extended period of time without eating, it may sound pretty bizarre, but I've gotten into the habit of feeding my hunger pains with drinking water. Oftentimes we say we're hungry, but we're actually thirsty. And if you consume water during those times that you're feeling those hunger pains, it really will help to reduce those cravings that you have, and it helps you to go longer without eating. More often than not, your body is confusing hunger with thirst. So I recommend you try it. It really will help you a ton. You're hungry, just drink some water. It works. If you're liking this video so far, please give me a huge thumbs up and comment down below if you have ever tried intermittent fasting or if you want to try intermittent fasting. So on my second week of my journey, I started the 18-6 schedule for intermittent fasting, and I fasted from 8 p.m. to 2 p.m. the next day, and from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. is when I had my eating window. After my second week, I lost another 6 pounds. So I'm 10 pounds at this point in 2 weeks. I love 8 p.m. as the ending to my eating window because I'm already winding down for bed, so it doesn't give my body time to feel those quote hunger feelings, and then you indulge in food right before bed. So 8 p.m. is the perfect time for me to be able to stop eating for the day and to be able to continue fasting into the next day. For my third and fourth week, I switched to the 19-5 schedule where I fasted from 8 p.m. until 3 p.m. and from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. is when I had my eating window. So when I have a 5-hour eating window, I actually eat my first full meal at 3 p.m. I will have, let's say, a snack at 5-ish, 5:30-ish. And then I will have my last meal at 8 p.m. Even with this small window of eating, I am completely satiated. I don't feel like I'm hungry or I'm still craving for more food. And as you progress into intermittent fasting, it really gets so much easier when you put yourself on a schedule and you have the perfect mindset. It gets so much easier and you're more motivated because you're constantly seeing this weight come off of the scale and off of your body, and it becomes an obsession. It was an obsession for me, seriously. And definitely by that third week, I was more motivated than ever to keep on going and continue on my weight loss journey. Just seeing that weight come off the scale, it was seriously like a high. Like, I have to keep doing this because it is working so well for me. So at the start of my journey, I was at 166 pounds, and on April 3rd, a whole month later, I took this picture here and I weighed in at 144 pounds. So 22 pounds total in 1 month, all from intermittent fasting, all from taking that time to fast and letting my body rejuvenate itself, breaking down all of those fat cells and using that fat for energy, and I was right on my way. I have not looked back since. I still follow intermittent fasting to this day, even though it's been about 3 months later at this point, and I absolutely love it. I do not think I will ever revert to anything else or go back to any other diet because intermittent fasting works so well for me. I do want to add that I also work out 3 days per week for 1 hour, so I don't want to be misleading to think that I had this rapid weight loss from intermittent fasting alone, but this definitely was the main factor to losing the weight as fast as I did. But always add in a good workout if you want to see dramatic change in the weight loss and as well as your body figure. So this is how I used intermittent fasting to help me lose over 20 pounds in 30 days. If you like this video, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. And in my next video, I'm going to be performing one of my favorite ab exercises to help get rid of muffin top and fupa. So if you're interested in that, make sure that you subscribe down below and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when it uploads. I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.